Touch it! The fashionable salesman tells me. Feel it! He's talking about the part of the vehicle where you're supposed to plop your feet. You know, the section that normally has ugly rubber black mat. Instead, my hand touches on what seems to be a blanket made of lamb fur, bred just to bottle feed my toes. This is a Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce makes some of the world's most luxurious cars. They are known for producing handcrafted automobiles that promise a seamless magical carpet ride for its customers. A Rolls-Royce car does not come cheap. These are some of the best-selling Rolls-Royce models, and these are their entry-level prices. But with virtually unlimited optional extras, upgrades, and customization, the true cost of a bespoke Rolls-Royce has no limits. In fact, Rolls-Royce refuses to even discuss base prices. There isn't really a specific base price because it really depends on each customer and individual and the options which they like to design and develop with their beloved spoke team. So, what are some of these extras, and is that what makes Rolls-Royce so expensive? Before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. One of the first obvious starting points probably is the color. They have a palette of 44,000 plus colors. They replicate people's lipsticks and something from your house, something you own, something you've seen. They've even done the dog of an owner, a red setter. So they exactly replicate them, whether it be by the DNA, the chemistry, or whatever. For Rolls-Royce, it's unique. It'll be registered to your color and you can give it a name and it's yours. And if someone else has seen it and wants to use that finish, they have to go to that person and ask permission. When they go to the paint shop, you'll see it's called the Surface Finish Center because it's a bit of an insult to say they're just painting a car. It's more than that. You're going to have at least some layers of coat. There are primers, there's base coat, there's color, and usually they put on 2 clear coats of lacquer. But you could have up to 23 layers of coating, which they've done before, equating to about 45 kilograms in weight. In addition to the endless variations of colors, Rolls-Royce customers can infuse their paint with materials to create special effects. One particularly wealthy customer went one step further, requesting the addition of 1,000 diamonds. What is a bit more sparkle? They crushed them and they were infused into the paint. Remarkably, the detailed paintwork on Rolls-Royce is done by hand by just one person. These people are called coach liners. A coach liner means they are able to put on a pinstripe onto the side of a car. The uniqueness is the fact that they do it completely freehand. It's like worldwide within the Rolls-Royce BMW group. The brushes that are used are made of squirrel hair. They found that most brushes nowadays are man-made, which tends to leave brush marks within these lines. This is natural hair. This natural hair tends to leave no marks at all, and Rolls-Royce works to one standard, which is the highest end. So they use one that leaves no brush marks at all. And if customers without a coach line decide to add one to their car, a coach liner is on hand to travel worldwide with his paintbrush as normal with Rolls-Royce. A car never goes back to them, they go to it. There are several unmistakable features of every Rolls-Royce exterior: the handmade Pythonian grille and the self-riding wheel centers that make sure the RR logos never rotates. In fact, in 2003, BMW paid $65 million to acquire the rights to the Rolls-Royce name, symbol, and the spirit of ecstasy, but it's inside the car where luxury and cost dramatically increase. To create a virtually silent ride, Rolls-Royce adds approximately 300 pounds of acoustic insulation around the cabin. Its tire manufacturer, Continental, even developed special foam-filled tires, which reduced the noise of the road by 9 decibels. The results were so profound that Rolls-Royce removed some soundproofing to avoid causing acoustic sensory deprivation. The dashboard of the Rolls-Royce Phantom can even become an art gallery. Customers can commission artists to produce all sorts of designs for this space, including a gold-plated 3D printed stainless steel installation that replicates the customer's DNA profile. Another shining feature of Rolls-Royce is the Starlight Headliner, an intricate series of fiber optic roof lights that recreate the night sky. It takes up to 16 hours to build these. Unlike other headliners, they start by drilling and perforating every single hole to spread fiber optic through every single hole. As with all things Rolls-Royce, customers can create starlight designs, including randomly generated shooting stars. One customer even had their design matched to exactly replicate the constellation of stars from the night they were born. The embroidery on the upholstery is also tailor-made to the customer's design choice. So there's no real standard process that's repeated with embroidery. Just because every single design is completely unique to the customer, it's not just a case of scanning in an image and turning it into embroidery. Every single aspect of the image is thought out. The different angles of the stitch will reflect the light in a different way. So rather than it just being a flat image, Rolls-Royce tries to bring it out to that next level, so it's almost three-dimensional like a hologram effect that you can get from their stitching. The most complex embroidery project Rolls-Royce has completed is a special Rose Phantom model, which consists of 1 million individual stitches. The Rose Phantom is the biggest embroidery Rolls-Royce has done to this day. They have to map out exactly what order they are putting all those embroideries onto the leather, so that they will join up to match some of the stitching. There's no tolerance. You can't be out by a millimeter, otherwise it's completely written off. Just take a look at the Rose Phantom and the development of one of the butterflies, which seems relatively simple and like an image, but it actually becomes very complex for embroidering. There were a few techniques that Rolls-Royce hadn't used before. Because of the scale of the rose headliner, they had to break it down to individual elements, so each individual butterfly, the flower heads, and then all the vines and leaves. So you can see there's basically different layering of different colored stitches in different density, and by building those up, they can create that sort of fade effect to where it's darker to the center and fades down towards the wings, and eventually they fine-tune them to the quality that they expect and then start combining it, bringing it all together for the whole headliner. Rolls-Royce has seen a boon in sales over the last 10 years. In 2019, sales increased by roughly 25% to 5,152 units, with an average age of a Rolls-Royce owner dropped from late 50s to mid 40s, and lately, Rolls-Royce has been seeing more buyers in their 20s and early 30s. They're usually investors or startup investors of some sort who are eager to show that they've made it. It wouldn't be a surprise to the salesman if one of the many young guys in hoodies and gym shorts at the open house was actually a potential buyer. Take Drake, for example. His Bushkin model, a special edition of the Phantom, left the factory at a value of about $700,000. However, the customizations that Drake made, such as the diamond-encrusted owl in place of the Spirit of Ecstasy, is thought to have brought the overall price to about $1 million. The Prestige is why Rolls-Royce are widely accepted as the superest of super luxury automobiles. Even if they aren't the world's highest priced cars, every single detail in each vehicle can be customized. Excuse me, bespoke. To a customer's whim. Rolls-Royce could make me a Phantom in the exact green color of my favorite dress. I could request that the interior be studded with $1 million worth of diamonds, sitting beneath the ceiling filled with twinkling starlights. A Rolls-Royce staple, I could demand a nightscape matching the one on the day I was born. The car's interior wood veneer could be crafted from a tree I used to climb in Florida. And throw in one of those $46,000 Rolls-Royce picnic baskets, won't you? The most expensive Rolls-Royce model ever built was the Swept Tail. The result of over 4 years of work, this one-of-a-kind car was reported to cost $13 million, previously holding the title of the world's most expensive new car. But while other top-end car manufacturers focused on speed, maneuverability, and super lightweight supercar status, Rolls-Royce cars are expensive for one reason: luxury. But Rolls-Royce did have a touch of trouble in 2020, like many in fact. Rolls-Royce sales were down by 30% in the first half of the year, but it seems that now things are looking up for the Goodwood headquartered company. Rolls-Royce, which competes with the like of Bentley and Aston Martin, said the latest Ghost had been completely redesigned and would be sure to make headlines. The Rolls-Royce Ghost is expected to retail at £250,000 or $332,617 in the UK, making it more expensive than the average house, which costs £231,855. In the US, the car is likely to cost upwards of $3,111. Wow, that's a very pricey car. The new Rolls-Royce Ghost is the most technologically advanced Rolls-Royce yet, and it distills the pillars of the Rolls-Royce brand into a beautiful, minimalist, yet a highly complex product that is perfectly in harmony with the Ghost client's needs and perfectly in tune with the times. Now, isn't that luxury? The new 2021 Rolls-Royce Ghost comes with a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 engine and is designed to whisper, not scream. And that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching.